Well, my impression is it's a very unusual budget. It's a special one, Nuno. And the reason for that is because we have a very high inflation, not only in Canada, but around the world. And we have a very serious geopolitical situation. And so our government is not able to spend a lot of money because we cannot fuel the inflation more. Because if we spend too much money as a federal government, we make the interest rates higher and we make life harder for all Canadians. We've been told by everybody, we cannot spend a lot of money. So we are focused on three key areas, Nuno. The first one is, how do we help those who need the most help right now? Our seniors, people who don't earn a lot of money, students, people who might need a little extra money. How do we help them? And so it's affordability, and I'll talk about what we're doing around that. The second thing is our healthcare system that we're very proud of here, Nuno, was struggling. There were people who are dying in our emergency rooms. Many people don't have access to doctors, and many people are waiting too long for surgeries. So the federal government said, we are going to put a lot of money into the federal healthcare system to make sure it is ready and available for when Canadians get sick. And then we said, we're also going to introduce a dental care program because, we say this in Canada that we know people who don't have a lot of money if you look at their teeth. If their teeth look like they're in bad shape or there's missing teeth, we know that they don't have money for dental care. And so what we said is we are now going to create a new dental care program, okay? And that includes, by the way, for seniors, and many people will be happy about that. And the last thing is we have money in for what we call a clean economy. So look, Nuno, this is the same in Portugal, the same all over the world. Everybody is working to fight climate change, okay? And the way we're doing that is we're saying we have to decarbonize, so that means reduce our emissions, decarbonize our economies. And a key program that we have introduced in our budget is the Clean Economy Program. So we're providing a lot of tax credits and a lot of support for businesses that want to help us transition to more renewable resources, to hydrogen, to using electricity. And so we're trying to get our companies we're trying to fund our Canadian companies so that they could do that, but also for them to be competitive in the world that's out there. Let's start with the small businesses, okay? If there are any small businesses in Canada, what we're doing is we're reducing the, I'm trying to get the name. It's the card, hold on. The credit card interchange fees, we're reducing it by 27%, okay? Huge, Nuno, because businesses don't like using credit cards because credit card companies charge them so much, but we're reducing by 27%. That puts more money into the pockets of our small businesses to invest in their labor, in their employees, to invest in their businesses, and to keep more of their own profits, okay? So that's one. And also a lot of people, if a small business doesn't allow people to use credit cards, they do less business. They don't spend as much. So this will actually encourage more customers and encourage more people to spend more. Okay, so all of those things are really great for small businesses. Okay, and then the other thing is for those, we are freezing the excise tax on beer, wine, and alcohol to 2%. In Davenport, we have a lot of beer companies, and so they are, for them to survive, they've said to us, Julie, we need our taxes not to be so high. So we said, we're freezing it at 2%. It's supposed to go up to 6% this year. We kept it at 2%. And more affordable wine, beer, and alcohol will be good, as you know, for a lot of restaurants as well. Now, in terms of, you said immigrants, but I'm assuming you mean Canadians, because whether you are a permanent resident or, a Canadian citizen, we actually are working on affordability. So I'll tell you a few things we're doing around taxes and just providing some more money, okay? The first thing we're doing is we're increasing the amount of money you could earn before we even charge any type of income tax. And we are increasing it to $15,000, okay? So your first $15,000 that you earn in Canada, you pay no taxes, okay? The other thing we're doing is we are doing automatic income tax filing, okay? Now, what that means is that, and this is really great, particularly for seniors and particularly for people who are most vulnerable, okay? People who earn, not so much money, we are automatically going to do their income taxes because many people don't know that they have access to, certain tax credits or certain benefits that the government provides because they just don't know. So anyway, so we're going to do automatic income tax filing. That's going to put a lot more money into people's pockets. And then I'd say to you, and we get into a little bit more affordability, for those who are getting a GST credit right now, we're giving an additional $2.5 billion. So that's 11 million low and modest income Canadians are going to be getting some additional money. So if you are an average family of four, you're going to get just under $500. If you're an individual, you're going to get about $270 $234. And if you are a senior, you'll get an average of $225. So look, as you know, every penny counts, and that's going to be really good for them. And then I'll say one more thing to you, just because, we're talking about affordability, but I'd say the other thing that's going to be really big for Canadians is dental care. Anybody who's either low to middle class, they're along the poverty line, or they're middle class Canadians, or they're seniors, they're on fixed incomes, they can't afford dental care. And so having dental care introduced is huge savings for Canadians for permanent residents.